Hello everyone, welcome to Harv's World for another foray into our $12 million a month challenge. The NF March map, if you're wondering, the name is in the title of the stream, as always, but there's always somebody who asks, so I feel like I have to fill that in. At the moment, we are here with Sharko physically on the map, who's driving through our crop and probably destroying most of it at this point. Caveman is with us in spirit and voice. He's having trouble with his internet connection, so maybe he'll get on with us at some point. But it's our first harvest, guys. Our rye field is ready to go. We've got a barley field ready to go. If how quickly I'm filling up is any indication, this is going to be a good bloody harvest. A very good harvest. How's everybody doing? Good to have you with us. Lifehawk, Psycho Kid, David Smith, Jordan the Canadian Kid, Rooster Neck. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. I warned you guys that today was going to be a different day. You know, normally we do this on Wednesday, but supposedly I was traveling out of town tomorrow. That got canceled. But I had already announced that we were changing the day, so since people were most likely anticipating that we were going to change the day, I thought better of the idea of, changing up. So I stuck with Tuesday, and that meeting I had to go to, well, that got canceled, but it will probably be rescheduled in a month or so. So we might have to do this again. Uh-oh. Treat. Don't break off the pipe, Harv. Almost did a major Sharko there, tree-wise. We might have to get rid of these trees in the not-too-distant future. What's the plan with the RYE? Oh, there's Caveman. He made it. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. The RYE is a different crop than we've done before. It's not something base game. It was something different to do. We do not have a factory that utilizes RYE yet. In fact, we don't have any factories, but maybe one day. I mean, I was thinking about this today, guys. This $12 million goal, that's quite the endeavor. I mean, it's going to be a lot of logistics. So we're going to have truckloads of factories. No pun intended. We are going to be having a lot of factories producing a lot of goods. And one thing that we do know that we absolutely have to have first, though, we need to pick up some equipment, because obviously we are producing a whole bunch of straw with this RYE. Now, we do want to do pigs in the future. That's going to be a pretty expensive proposition too. I was thinking about holding on to this straw, but I think straw actually is worth a few bucks to sell, and since we're early on in our farming careers, we'll probably sell this first batch. And if I can get set up here for a minute, I'm going to show you guys the baler we're going to buy. It's pretty darn slick, actually. And I'm running this field just a little too quick to try to buy and run this row at the same time. So I'm going to get the end of this row and hopefully get Sharko to stop driving through our crop. We'll buy a baler.
Your fault.
It's not my fault. You had a whole road over there. Anyway, Caveman Sharko, I've been remiss. Say hi, guys.
Oh.
And David Smith makes a good point. Based on other testing that we have seen and have, information that's been dropped in comments, both on the stream and on Discord, we may have sold our mulcher a little prematurely, so we're going to take a hit for that, because apparently it does not do the damage that was initially reported for mulching. So, and we probably actually benefit from mulching like we said we should in the first place. So we're going to have to pick up the mulcher again today too. I'm going to have to rebuy that thing. That's all right. Okay, before I do anything more here, I want to buy a baler because Caveman can start baling while we harvest. Oh, yeah, it helps if you're in tools and not vehicles, Harv. Duh. I've not been at the top of my game the last couple days. And we really like this new black edition of the Case Mega Baler. It's 189,000. But that's okay. Oh, and we wanted Case decals on the pickups, or on the windrower portion too. So we are going to buy that sucker. We're going to use it a lot, so it's definitely worth the purchase. Then apparently I need to rebuy the mulcher because we're going to need that again today. Weeders, grass and mowers, tedders, everything but mulchers. I'm blind today. I can't find. Oh, they're there. So yes, we're going to buy Beck's Mega Mulcha. We're going to make sure to get that, hopefully in crimson red and jet black. And that's 75 grand that we weren't planning on spending, but it's only half price because, well, we got half price back. That works for me anyway. And then we need other bale loaders. Here they are. So we're going to buy the big auto load bale trailer. 25 grand. Okay, so new equipment purchase. We still have 400,000. I'm going to fill you guys in on the cash real quick and show you where we stand. So in May we did 234,000 in contracts, and then so far this month we've only hit 32,000. Caveman and I did one harvesting contract that netted us 32,000 plus about 30,000 liters of barley in our silo that we're not going to sell just yet because we might go into farm animals sooner rather than later. And yeah, David, that's exactly what I was talking about. You know, that's it was really your post that kind of clued us in on that little factoid that, oh wait, maybe we sold our mulcher a little prematurely, but it's all right. I mean, we're in this to learn, and one of the best things you can do to learn is make mistakes. I firmly believe that. I'm the type of person who's very hard on himself when he makes mistakes. But I've been teaching myself recently that making mistakes is actually a good thing as long as you turn it into a positive. And sitting around kicking yourself for making them isn't helping you learn anything. If you can keep a positive outlook on the mistakes that you make, analyze them and learn from what you're doing, this is not going to be some psychology lesson today, guys. I promise you. I'm just imparting what I have learned myself, and I'm, self-taught in this regard. Mistakes are a great way to learn. And anybody who gets down on you for making mistakes, unless you've made it like 15 times, that just means you're not capable of learning. But you guys know what I mean. Sharko? ADHD, man. ADHD.
I was looking at chat.
I know you were.
This thing doesn't have GPS.
Dude, we know you. Hey, the harvester doesn't have GPS either. You see me swerving into you?
Do we not get GPS for the harvester?
Nope. It was 15 grand that we didn't want to spend yet. Absolutely, David. Paul Tonks, how you doing, bud? Good to see you with us. Just waking up from on shoulder from the incident. Oh, Paul, I hope you're doing okay, man. Just waking up from surgery and you're visiting us at Harvest World already, man. I appreciate it. I hope everything went well as could possibly be. and that you're back up and running as soon as possible. Also, I'm sure you do too. That's no surprise there. But yeah, that was some rough action, man. And yeah, I've already answered your question, David, but yes, we did sell that mulcher. Live and learn. And I don't know if you guys have been paying attention or not, but we planted a lavender field. It's not the one close by, but if you get a chance while I'm headed the opposite direction, look closely at the lavender field because it is spectacular. It's very, very well done. When the lavender is in bloom, it looks amazing. So how's everybody getting on in your week? Everybody doing good?
I'm doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
I saw a vehicle.
You saw what?
I saw a vehicle I was not expecting to ever see. The big M.
Pull away,
Grass
Sharko.
mower. Yeah, the big M grass mower I saw today.
Oh, you saw it in the real world?
Yeah, in the real world, just driving down the road.
Nice.
Nice.
I was expecting to never see a big M. But
Well,
I did.
I mean, they are out there.
They are out there, yeah.
They're a
I
real
was kind of in
thing.
the grass area. So.
Speaking of grass, Caveman, did you want to share with folks your news and
Not
the plan that
until
you have?
not until I've got stuff in writing.
Fair enough. Respect, man. I'll just say we'll tease a little bit and say Caveman has an amazing plan that if it works out, will not only impress me but will be fantastic for him, his family, and his future. So come on, Throttle. My throttle is being finicky these days. New all Bud, thank you so much, man. Very generous of you. I really appreciate it. I really, really do, man. I hope you're doing well also.
Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding.
Wow.
Glad to hear that, Paul. Glad to hear you're doing okay, man. Yeah, there's that lavender field dead ahead, by the way. It looks even better up close. So, Sharko, I need to back around and turn at the end of these rows. So if you can, yeah, there you go. Thank you. Probably after this pass will be open up enough that I can just swing around and head back in the opposite direction. And then you can run down to the end of the field and meet me down there for an unload.
Don't forget to avoid the hay bales.
And you set those for
Not
max
hay
size,
bales,
right?
Straw barrels. Yes. I meant straw bales, but you know what I mean.
9,000 liter bales. How much rye have you collected so far, Sharko?
I'm at 45,000 liters.
And we might have done not quite half, maybe a third. So we're looking at 120,000 liters plus of rye. Which means probably 400,000 liters of straw. It's crazy how much straw cereal crops produce.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely crazy.
I keep wanting to hit my GPS button to activate GPS. Well, this harvester runs so straight down a field that
I actually thought you were using GPS.
well, that barley contract that Caveman and I did. I mean, it was a huge field, and I just set this thing at whatever direction I was heading, and it was rock solid. Like, I could walk away and come back, and it would still be online.
Thanks to the tracks.
I think it's the tracks too, at least in part.
Well, I will say this truck even drives straight and stays online pulling this baler.
Shark has been hitting 50% of the straw bales. Why doesn't that surprise me?
Well, they're kind of in my way, so I just push them out of my way.
I was gonna say they're not water, so
Do we need to put an aggro bumper on the front of his truck?
it would appear. You don't need to unload me on this pass. That's going to be pretty good for our first field, our first harvest. We'll have over 100,000 liters of product.
That will be pretty good.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jordan.
Sorry to hear that too.
Mm-hmm.
What happened, if you don't mind us asking? And we don't want to get into a whole everybody tell us your sob stories today. Tell us everybody likes to talk when they're having problems. Tell us some happy stories, man. What good has happened to you recently? Although I have a serious bone to pick with the United States Postal Service. It seems like they take forever. Sorry, any postman who may be watching, but man. Oh yeah, good point, Midge. The yield values are looking good. You can see that on our mini map, especially this end of the field where we've got a lot of loam. It's a nice bright green. We do have that yellow stripe in there. It's not as good, but we're still respectable. Considering the soil type. Oh, David got his computer. Outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. That's
I know
right.
you've been waiting on that a while.
The last we spoke, it was 40 miles away.
Cape, you have a little hitchhiker there.
Yeah, I see it.
That happens frequently when you're doing bales with that type of baler. It only slows you down a little bit.
Haven't lost any speed over what the baler lets me do anyway.
Every once in a while, it'll roll right over. Lifehawk, we generally go with it in game, although I did tell the fellas today I want to keep track of how many years on this farm, in game years, it takes us to reach our goal. I firmly believe it's an attainable goal. I'm curious to see how many playthrough years we need to get to. And I'm going to count them from January to December because honestly the first 4 months really don't account for much. It's mostly just set up and planting your first crop and such. And you don't get, you get little to no anything during December and January. So we'll count January to December. We are in year 1 of the $1 million a month challenge.
We're in June of year 1.
Although actually, you know, after the last stream we did on Sunday, Caveman and I were talking, and he's thinking about a mod that will pull the financial data, because it's just an XML file that stores those monthly dollar values. When I pull up the $ window like such, that's all in an XML. So finding a way to pull that out and put it into like an Excel file, a spreadsheet, anything, so that you can keep track of your total over the years of play on your farm would be a beautiful, beautiful thing.
I've just got to learn Lua script well enough to do it, or find somebody that knows Lua script well enough to do it.
Yep. Oh man, I was getting most of this. I thought I was going to be able to do one pass, and then no such luck. Bum, 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 bum. Oh well. Had to order a USB to USB adapter to recover my backup files. Oh well, I mean, at least you can recover them. That's good.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I get it, Jordan. You work in a pig barn, pressure washing. You actually pressure wash the pigs or the barn? I saw
anything that he sees in front of himself.
I saw a GIF or a meme or something once. It was a farm sim, FS19. Probably most everybody's seen it at this point, but it was a guy pressure washing his horse. I don't know if it actually worked or not, because remember in 19 you had to brush your horses, but
Yep.
it was still pretty clever. So where are you at now, Sharko?
Let's say at the end of this row, they're around 80,000.
Yeah, we're right on target. 120, 130,000. Outstanding.
Yep, 79,500.
Harvester coming through.
Oh, well, no, if I fill this trailer up before the end of we're done harvesting.
Oh, that's a fair point.
But it's 100,000 liter capacity, this trailer.
100, is it 120? I think it's 120. That's a fair point, David. But to be honest, in the not too distant future, this will become our secondary harvester anyway. That was something else we talked about. As rapidly as we've been able to expand already in year 1, bigger, badder, more powerful harvesters are definitely in our future. So,
Oh yeah.
those will have GPS. We'll be running multiple. Probably get to a point where we'll all three of us will be running a harvester.
Some of the bigger fields, definitely. Just imagine how long it would take to harvest 78 with this harvester.
A long, long, long time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pressure wash a horse, more horsepower. Oh, that sounds about standard, David. We wouldn't want uniform uniform computer connectors. Well, this component uses this, but this component uses that, but this component uses a variation of that, and this component uses this, but this one uses that.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's almost like the government is producing computer parts. Oh, wait, we're not going there. Oops. My bad.
I'll tell you the fun thing to find right now.
What's that?
Trying to find a USB-C to Thunderbolt 3.
You lost me at Thunderbolt 3, so...
Probably because they use the same port.
They do use the same port, they're just wired differently.
Yeah.
And no, a regular USB-C to USB-C won't work, and no, a Thunderbolt 3 to Thunderbolt 3 won't work. I've tried both.
So you have one of those picky devices, do you?
Yes.
You can't get an adapter for one end of one of those?
Not that I found. Everywhere says it should just, you should be able to use the one of the two cords I mentioned and it would work. Doesn't.
Yeah, Thunderbolt is basically USB-C, but it's capable of a lot more. It just uses the same port.
Bad part is it's not even for an Apple device.
So I think most Apples are just Thunderbolt.
They're Thunderbolt 3 USB-C 3.1 or 3.2 or something like that.
Well, I read an interesting article last week that the European Union has passed a law that requires all device manufacturers to find common ports.
Yeah, the USB-C do charge all phones.
You have to be able to charge an iPhone and one of those other types of phones. Android phone. I don't use Android, so I always forget. I don't have anything against them. I just started with Apple, and for me at least, once you get started, you're kind of tied in for life. I don't want to have to rebuy everything. But yeah, so now there'll be the great debate in the courts over whose charger is whose and which one gets used. No, I think they did decree that it has to be USB-C in that.
It is declared USB-C.
Yeah, it has to be USB-C because that's already a standardized port.
That's only on small handheld devices. So laptops can still be whatever they want.
I think it probably is more a blow to Apple than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, the thing that I find funny is they started using the USB-C to charge, like, the iPads and stuff,
Yeah.
but not the phones. Why don't you just switch over to everything to USB-C?
Maybe they're phasing it in. They saw it coming in Europe, and so the first thing they did was go with the iPads and such, and knowing that they were going to have to convert everything in the future, didn't want to have to do it all at once.
I do know this. The lightning cable they use, it can actually charge the way they charge the devices. Now this is before USB-C. Was the best way to charge the device. It still is one of the best ways to charge your phone.
Oh, the lightning cable?
Yeah, it could do a lot more than the micro USB could. So just kind of stuck to that standard.
Well, now on the
phones.
new versions, I mean, that port becomes everything. Like, it's the only way to connect to your phone.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of new phones now have wireless charging. So actually, a lot of things people are saying is Apple won't even use USB-C on their new phones. They'll just remove it completely. So if they don't have a charger, then they don't have to follow that root law that was passed.
And it seems like something that would happen too. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you're gonna make us conform? No, 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 no. We're just gonna remove the ports altogether. No ports. Who needs ports when you can do it wirelessly?
I mean, most of Apple's stuff is wireless anyways.
You can just chill, Sharko.
But-
This is gonna
Yeah, I
get,
get that.
squirrely down here, so I'll sort it out and then empty when I'm done.
Yeah, I've heard some people say that Apple might just do that, just remove the port completely.
Well, that's something that has been worked on in several places for quite some time, is wireless charging.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's even Android phones that exist now that don't have any ports on them.
I mean,
Everything's done wireless.
I'm gonna say, look at the watch. The watch is a full example, like the Apple Watch. Even the first one that came out have never had a port.
Yeah, so are the Samsung watches.
Yeah.
No ports.
Actually, it also makes it a lot more waterproof too if you have no ports.
Now, David's saying his computer came with a Thunderbolt to Lightning port. Or cable, I mean.
Thunderbolt to Lightning cable. Oh, I need Thunderbolt to USB-C. Yeah. Here's a question for you. Which device do you think the Thunderbolt port's on? Is it on the device I'm trying to hook to my computer, or is it on my computer?
It's on the
I
device
feel
you're
like
trying to hook to your computer.
No, he's probably using a USB-C, and it's why it's not liking the Thunderbolt.
The computer, my computer, has a Thunderbolt 3 port on the motherboard.
Huh. Okay.
And it's not liking my USB-C hard drive. Or not my USB-C, yeah, my USB-C hard drive. I'm actually getting faster speeds running it through a USB 3, just a regular USB port, than I am trying to run it with through the through the Lightning port. Not Lightning, Thunderbolt port, which is ridiculous.
Alright, Sharko, what's the verdict? Not 120.
107.
107, still, that's good. Very, very good. Now we're headed over to 20. This ought to be interesting.
Do I need a baler over there too?
Yep. It's barley.
So I'll probably need to empty this out then.
Oh, most definitely.
Unless you want to try to mix and match barley and rye, but then we're going to put it all in a pile in the middle of a field and make you sort it out grain for grain.
It'd be kind of a funny thing if you could do.
It would be funny.
I would not like to sort it, but
Look at that lavender field. That is awesome. I mean, it doesn't look like a real lavender field, but still. It is really pretty to
close
look at
enough.
in game. Oh, it doesn't look anything like a real lavender field.
no, there'd be rows.
Uh-oh.
What if we just plow rows?
I'm gonna plow a car. There we go. I harvested the top of his car, and we harvested the top of the van. Outstanding.
I gotta love those metal crops.
Bonk. It even comes with sound effects. Bonk. Bonk. You gotta love what crops?
Metal crops.
The metal
If you
crops.
harvest. Yeah.
It's a steel harvest.
What a steal.
But
Now that's just heavy metal.
Oh, Sharko, what a wry joke.
Oh gosh. That was our last field.
Multi-grain flour. Jordan, we do not let Sharko off the hook.
We do a lot of funny things around here, but that's not one of them.
That's right.
What's no.
What's the multi-grain flour? You plant like wheat and barley and rye in a hole, and a pretty little flower pops up.
Multi-grain flour.
I'll let you know when I need an empty Sharko.
I was gonna say, yeah, that field's just gonna be, I'll just park at the one end of the field.
Just gotta open up some headlands here. In fact, I'm not gonna fight with this windmill. Well, these are our other two fields coming along quite nicely. I don't remember what's in them, but they're coming along quite nicely.
One, I believe, has lavender in it.
Yeah, one's lavender, but I don't know what the one that I'm backing into right now is.
Don't think it's that one.
Oh, that's right, it is triticale.
Triticale, there we go.
Triticale.
Triticale.
A little road rage and some monster truck envy. That might be true. I blame Lifehawk though if it is. It's all his fault. That was barley that we harvested the other day, wasn't it, Caveman?
Pretty sure it was.
Well, whatever barley we get off this field mixed with that, we should have enough barley to get us through at least 1 year of feeding chickens.
Yep.
Yep,
At least
it was
1 year.
barley.
Oh, and somebody mentioned it the other, or I think it was the Friday night stream, the impromptu Friday night on No Man's Land. They said I needed to get it's animal products distribution mod or animal products distribution. And I got to tell you, I tried that mod, and it worked like a charm. So no more hand moving egg crates.
We just can't, or we couldn't just get a massive egg crate. That'd be nice.
A massive egg crate.
Yeah.
That would
Holds
be kind
like
of funny.
20,000 liters of eggs.
The 20,000 liter egg crate.
Maybe a little too big, but.
That might be a little bit of egg overkill. If you were hauling that down the road, well, even if you hauled the truck, because I've got 2,000 chickens on that farm. So it's producing about 10 pallets of eggs a day at least. In 12 months, I produce almost 160,000 liters of eggs.
It's a lot of eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I ever wreck that truck, there's going to be omelets for about half the country. Shark is his fellow Canadian, so you're going to stick up for him, at least for today. On Sunday, I might throw him under the bus again. There you go, Sharko. You've got...
The rest of Canadians are too nice.
Too nice, eh? I don't know. I've seen the way Lifehawk drives. I'm not so convinced about the whole nice Canadian thing anymore.
Well, he's from Toronto.
Oh, that's right. You keep saying Toronto's not really part of Canada. It's more like an offshoot of the U.S. and Canada.
Pretty much. You know, it's one of our really only big cities in our country. I guess Vancouver and Montreal.
Wow, Mitch, 40 beehives. That's impressive.
That's a lot of beehives.
It's also it's also supposed to work with wool for sheep.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the capital, it's the biggest. It ain't the capital. Should be the capital.
Alright, take off, you hosers. Go find some back bacon and a toque.
And some maple syrup.
Yeah.
Get
Sharko,
back
I'm full.
Yeah, I was looking on your stream like, oh, you're quite full.
I wasn't paying attention either. Too busy watching chat. Oh, that's right, Paul. We forgot. Sharko believes there's such a thing as radioactive corn. I did forget about that.
Oh yeah.
If you're from Toronto, it's the capital, Sharko.
Oh, okay. I'm not from Toronto.
Just sit still. Or are you just trying to like tip in all over the place?
I'm just trying to get the whole bed of the truck. Looks nicer.
The full length of the main north-south. Wow. You are
Oh,
cranking
wow.
out the honey, man.
Honey sells for pretty good too.
A normal economy, it's about 1900 at peak price. That's pretty darn
14
good.
lives. Oh yeah.
This is a little danky field, which is going to get merged into its brother next door as soon as that triticale comes off. Oh yeah. No real life on the internet. This is the interwebs. There's a Bale in my bonnet.
I don't think a bale's supposed to be there.
Well, I'm about to start running just east and west now, so man, look at that thing suck up that straw. Those are really good balers, by the way. Which is why we keep going back to them.
Yes. I'm just glad we finally got a different one than the two that they had to start with.
Mm-hmm.
30 acres of canola and 40 acres of corn. Does cornfields benefit from honey? I don't think so. I think is it potatoes, sunflowers
do.
and canola. You know, Sharko, if you wanted to just, because this field is so small, if you wanted to just park the truck at this point and go get the bale loader and start collecting bales, that might be the better choice right now.
Okay, is it at the shop still? Or...
Yeah. Unless you went and got it.
I was asking Kevin because he's in the truck doing like picking up the baler.
I grabbed
so.
the baler.
Okay.
As soon as the baler popped up, I hooked up to it and left.
I don't care what else we get.
He wanted his Case Black Edition baler and he got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
An expert on theoretical geography. Theoretical geography. Does that mean you're a flat earther? That sounds pretty flat earthy to me.
Theoretical geography, anything like theoretical physics?
No, because geography isn't theoretical. It's there. It's either there or it's not. There's not really much in between.
Well, my guess then is theoretical geography would be like map creation or something for like video games or stories or something like that.
That's a fair point.
Because then it doesn't always exist what they're modeling it after. So,
Excuse me, I have been to Middle Earth.
I said doesn't always.
It's doing trolls for the baler. Or the trailer.
Use your F1 menu.
Okay.
B, Sharko.
Yeah, I just hit that button.
And remember, when you unload, you have to hit Y 3 times. Y to activate the unload mechanism, and this is for our viewers' sake, anybody who may not know. Y to activate unload, you move the bales where you want them with your mouse, hit Y to unload, and then hit Y a third time to reset, which is the one that Sharko always forgets.
Yeah, that's true, I do.
You know, it was so bad at one point, I didn't think it was Sharko forgetting anymore. I thought it was just the fact that every time somebody new hopped in it, you had to reset it.
Wow.
Like, I'm going to be perfectly honest. I still believe that.
It's possible, because it was pretty bad at one point.
And the biggest reason why I believe that is because I've actually been the last one to use it, got out of it, or reset it, got out of it, got back in it, and I had to reset it again. And this was in like a, you know, like a 30 or 40 second window.
I have not experienced that.
Oh, I've definitely forgotten it, though.
Did we rebuy the mulcher yet?
Yes, we did. That's my next goal, is to take the harvester back and go get the mulcher.
Well,
While Sharko collects bales.
Yeah. Do you have a spot for bales, or are we just going to straight sell them?
We're not going to straight sell them.
Store them away for a good price.
I believe bales sell best sometime late winter. Sometime between November and February.
Now, the real question is, do you have a good spot to store them?
We've got a huge yard, most of which hasn't really been used yet. So we should be fine.
Okay. So it's going to be quite a few bales.
there is something invisible here that I keep hitting.
Well, I went right through there and didn't hit anything.
Something right here that's invisible.
So they put this rail right in front of our field that I tried to drive over.
Yep, they sure did.
It's an odd size bale in the field. Assuming it's probably the first bale.
Yeah, it probably is. That first bale, I don't care what you do, that first bale always gets screwed up when you first buy a baler.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know about you, but I always forget to increase the bale size, and then I'm stuck with one bale that's small and the rest are what I want them to be.
I do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. How many trailers have you unloaded or loaded?
One and the one I'm currently doing.
So we'll probably end up with about 64 times 9. Now that wasn't too bad.
That wasn't terrible at all.
Didn't even take us an hour.
Nope. Is the lavender field ready to harvest? Probably not.
It's not even close. It's got at least 2 months left to go because it's still silver. So it's got to go purple before it's ready to harvest. Although
Yeah.
maybe purple is where it's ready to harvest. I don't know.
Well, we planted that one late, so the field below us might be ready now. Well, that one's not ready yet.
I'll look at the map and see if it says ready to harvest, and then we'll know. If field 3 says ready to harvest, then we'll know that purple is when it's ready to harvest.
Nope, 3 is not ready to harvest. It's not when it's purple. The fields, yeah, all the straw is the same, isn't it?
Yes.
I'll go down there and fill up with bales to fill this trailer up,
Excellent idea.
so we don't waste a lot of storage space. I read Paul Tunk's comment as canola, not Canada.
Same difference. I mean, canola was created by the Canadian oil or canola or rapeseed cartel.
Mm-hmm. I get quite a few bales.
And we're putting this in our silo as well, right?
Yep. That right there is chicken feed.
Okay.
How much did we end up with?
34,718.
That's pretty good off that little field.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. Like how Sharko just offsets the bales in the middle of the yard where everybody's going to run into them.
There's nowhere else to put them. Every other edge of the field is either on a field or we have stuff parked there. I put them in a spot I was least likely to hit them.
And guess who's going to be the first one to hit them?
Probably me.
Probably you.
Well, I hadn't hit them yet. I almost did, but I didn't.
Sharko, I'm not sure why you went over to that other field yet.
Those are smaller bales.
Oh,
So I
How
also
many
picked them up
smaller
later
is
way.
there?
2.
It's only 2.
Two. Oh. Oh, you're grabbing them already. Okay.
Just gonna quickly.
Oh, he's already mulching.
Heck yeah. I haven't looked at the planting calendar yet to see what, if anything, we're going to put in right now.
Our environmental score currently is 73 global.
That's not bad.
No.
We could put in olives, poplar grass, oilseed radish, lucerne, and that's it.
So we need a call from the judges. Is lucerne considered a type of grass or no? Because it is just used to make hay. I mean, that's its whole purpose. But it is a new crop type on this map.
And pigs eat it?
Well, I think for the moment, until somebody comes up with a new pig barn for this map specifically, I think everything animal feed wise is base game.
Yeah.
Like we can't feed our rye to our chickens, which technically we should be able to do. Then you wouldn't even have to order your barbecue chicken on rye bread. It would always be rye flavored.
Even the
Technically.
feed factory that's built into the map doesn't support its own that grass. Produces other or hay. I think
That
it's
tells
hay.
you something.
I don't know. Yeah.
I know the roller's the same way, but this mulcher is just so big it's almost unwieldy. Alright, now that the edges are done, we can open it up. We've got some weird patches in the middle of our field here too. Like where we merged. It's almost like there's oil patches there.
The cracked stone.
Saw a new dolly added on Mod Hub that has a 3-point trailer hitch on the back that lets the harvester pull a baler behind. Ooh. Ooh.
I also saw that there's now a farm all trike on Mod Hub.
Ooh.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, you gotta like that.
Well, Kloss can pull a full bale trailer quite well.
I mean,
Depending
to
on
be
how heavy
fair,
bales
so
get.
can it. To be fair, so can the four wheeler that's in the game.
Oh, can it?
Yeah. As long as you don't have to go up steep hills or make weird sharp turns, it pulls it great.
Oh, the arms of the mulcher don't have collision. I always forget about that, David. I'm so used to collision on everything that I forget when something doesn't have it.
You're right, it is all a 30 horsepower, but 30 horsepower of American iron.
Go on, back up. There we go.
Now this is the way mulching was meant to be done.
Picked up all the bales.
Thank you very much. You guys might want to start looking at contracts and seeing what's good to do, because we can still earn $220,000 today. And our fields are just about taken care of for June.
Actually, just one of the things. If we get a harvesting contract and we get a leftover crop, that doesn't count towards the 12 million, right?
No, it does not.
Does it count toward contract income?
Yeah. That's a good question. Because unless we sell it immediately, there's no way to quantify that really. Well, we could estimate it.
We can calculate it. Yeah,
So we had
the sale price.
30,000 liters. What's the sale price for barley right now?
Total price for barley is, where's barley?
It's second on the list.
284. 284.
So
So
Like 7,500 bucks, give or take.
so you said 30,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, 8,500. So that doesn't really seem like a lot.
Well, if it's going to be minuscule amounts, I don't think we should count it.
I don't think so either, and it's going to end up being a hassle to keep track of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's small amounts like that, if it's a potato contract, maybe that counts or something. But
And there are a
Well,
limited number of harvest contracts on the map too, so
Yep. There's a harvest on field 13, a harvest on 17, a harvest on 23, and a harvest on 70. None of them pay more than 17,000.
they're also all 20 like 28 makers.
And apparently, for some reason, 17's active.
active.
Yeah, I was sitting there looking at it. It disappeared, and then now it's active.
Yeah.
Well,
I was looking at that too. I was looking at 13, and the next thing you know, it went poof. Did you? I
Yeah.
thought you accepted it.
I didn't hit a button.
cancel it.
Huh?
What's it for harvesting?
Rogan.
Often. Nope. Yeah, you're right, Rogan.
So just more rye.
Yeah. Okay, I'll cancel it. Oh, hey, cool. Don't have to worry about it collecting
Nope,
anything weird.
Bye bye. Bye contract.
What's
It's back. It's back on the contract list.
what's the price of
Really?
what's the price of rye, and when's the best time to sell it?
Where is it? Rye. Rye is 305, and it's December.
At what price?
395.
Okay, that's better.
Okay, field 13, 23, and 70. It's all harvesting barley.
A lot of barley.
Yep. All barley. There's one cultivating contract, a few
A lot of baling.
fertilizing contracts, and a lot of baling contracts.
There's always a lot of baling contracts.
My loves planting grass.
Maybe we need to think about getting a big M.
For what?
All these bloody... Oh, we can't do grass contracts. Never mind.
Well, this is we can't. We just can't sell the grass once the contract's completed.
Well, that's a fair point too. What are we going to do with all those bales as they stack up then?
Turn them into TMR, and maybe we're allowed to sell TMR.
Oh, it's a grass product. Oh wait, we probably could sell TMR. Actually, would probably be okay.
Was everyone's idea on TMR being sold?
I think TMR is reasonable.
My argument, if we're going to do it, we have to put the additive stuff you have to buy in it.
That's fair.
That way it's not strictly, grass and straw.
Do we have a reduction for it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, do we have a production for TMR? Yes. We have a production for TMR.
We've got
Okay.
a monster production for TMR.
Oh, that one right there. Yeah. But you can't use the additive, can we?
Yeah, it does. There's like
Yes.
4 different
does it?
recipes in there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I made sure to tweak that one good.
That's the nice thing about the Omatana pig food maker. There's 3 different pig food recipes.
I mean, if we didn't have the rule in place saying no crazy mods, I could sit there and add a recipe to it that allows us to turn grass and hay into pig food.
I'm sure you can.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm working on a small mod that might make a big difference.
I was waiting
Yeah.
for you to talk about it if you wanted to. Otherwise, that's an idea that I might keep under my hat a little bit.
Yeah, I would keep it under my hat until you've got it published
Done.
somewhere, even if it's to itch.io or something.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to get it to Giants?
I don't see why they would say no to it.
There is no reason
probably
they would
will.
say no. No, they won't.
He's not. Yeah. Well, he's not American, so they might not say no.
Yeah, you're not American, so you have as good a chance to say anything.
Yeah. Need to fix a few warnings though.
So Midge says, if you do not sell the lucerne, you can grow it since you need grass and hay for sheep and cows. I don't
They don't
think
accept
they eat it
lucerne.
though.
They don't.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't eat it.
Any of the factories take it.
Ooh, squirrely.
Silage factory takes it.
The map silage factory.
Yeah, from the map ones, yeah.
But now, does it convert it into regular silage, or does it make lucerne silage?
It's just regular silage.
Well, yeah, we could do that then. Use that to convert it into regular silage, and use that to make TMR.
There you go.
It's not ridiculously expensive.
Ridiculously complicated to get to be able to use it for something.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
Well,
It only takes wet.
Ethan Davis, welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? Good to have you with us.
great to have you.
Composter. I don't know what compost is used for, but composter takes it.
See, sometimes this is the problem with maps that have interesting new stuff on them. The map maker hasn't quite built up the production chains that are necessary to make them a viable and useful crop.
The pellet factory also takes it, but that's expensive.
Coming through, get out of the way, car. Sorry about the paint job, send me a bill.
Little Sharko.
Bill Sharko.
Well, yeah,
God,
Bill
my tab
Sharko.
must be massive.
On Elm Creek, it was the trains that I had problems with. Now it's traffic. To be fair, I'm driving a tractor that's twice as wide, and people just do not pay attention. They just drive right under your tires.
Might have to close all the roads.
That's right. Harv's out for a joyride. Close the roads.
How much does compost sell for?
$1.
Absolutely nothing.
410. I don't know what the conversion rate is, but
Sharko, I'm going to ask you to move for a minute, please.
we could always plant it and just see what happens.
Well, if we do that, it'll be sometime in the future when we've got extra field to spare. We don't have that luxury just at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Someday I'll park this thing. Come on, rookie, park that thing. There we go. All right, let's look at the crop calendar. See where our future heads. So July, there's not really much we can do. August, still only canola in August.
Mm-hmm.
And then cereals in September. And then we are SOL until February for cotton and that other stuff.
Yeah.
Jason Wolf, hi, how you doing? Killer Films, good to see you again, man. Yeah, we love our fence.
Mm-hmm. We can also make fertilizer using compost. So that is technically a
Okay.
way we can grow grass, use it in for fertilizer, so we don't have to pay for fertilizer.
Well, one thing that we absolutely have to keep in mind too is that we need to be able to produce the infrastructure necessary.
Yeah, something we'll have to at some point get into.
No time like the present.
Hey, Midge, is that the
Yeah.
one that will also kick them back out as loose? The guy who made that hangs out in our Discord every once in a while.
Wait, there's a Bale storage point that does that?
Yes,
Why are we not using it?
I think we are in the not too distant future.
Okay, so it's just not available at the moment. Gotcha.
Right, we don't have it on the server at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it cheating if you put? Nope. I've put a lot of things and it never was cheating. Oh,
Solar
so
panels on your farm.
yes, anything that automatically generates money like that.
I mean, we need to put solar panels though of some sort.
Well, that's true, but they're a different kind. They're not the money
Yeah.
generating kind.
They're not the money generating kind, no.
All right. Well, we'll sort out the crop situation later because we only have a few options and they don't come until August or September. So let's take a look. Is there anything that's sizable? Well, there's a $32,000 cultivating contract.
About it.
We don't have a cultivator.
Oh, Killer Films, I'm very sorry to hear that, man. I hope you have some fantastic memories of your grandfather. And I'm very sorry for your loss, bud.
I'm sorry for your loss, too.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to borrow, well, how expensive is it to borrow equipment on that?
7,000.
7,000?
Cheaper to lease one.
How big of a
What is
field is it?
53 acres.
Well, that's a fair point. We could put in oil seed on these fields right now.
Oh yeah.
About the same price to lease one.
7,000.
Six. It's 6,375.
If I'm looking at this right, on our fields right now, we're at 83 and 80, 82, 83 and 84 on environmental score.
Yeah, why is it not coming up for me?
I don't know.
Oh, I have to zoom in, I see.
And field 20 is an 80 environmental score.
If you click it, it'll tell you what's needed. So it's weeds, weed control. Seems to be our lowest.
Where are you
That
seeing
might be because
that?
if you just click on it and it says like the big environmental score comes up, go underneath that.
I'm not. Oh, the big one. Okay, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are short on weed control.
I think that's because we plowed.
How does our nitrogen look on these fields right now? pH looks very, very good. So I don't think we're going to need to lime next time. I think we're in good shape there. If we do, we do. Nitrogen has been slaughtered though. So actually,
Oh,
we've got a couple of months. Maybe oilseed radish is a good way to boost our nitrogen without spending money on fertilizer.
yeah. You know what? that
Try
makes
it.
sense.
We'll give it
Yeah.
a shot.
It
Yep.
ain't gonna kill us to try.
Hey, I play. How you doing?
Wait, will the direct drill though drill over top of it?
Yeah,
If it will, then yeah, that makes sense. If not, then plowing it would just.
we've done it accidentally before.
As
Okay,
long
then.
as it started to grow, yes, it will.
Now what the heck?
Then we're
Um,
good then.
What the heck does oilseed radish look like in the crop list now?
Oh god.
I really wish they
No
hadn't
idea.
changed these. It wasn't. I've got the right one.
Yeah, it looks like kind of
They actually are radishes.
yeah.
Okay.
Excellent suggestion, Midge.
It's going to be slightly more profitable for me to accept the contract and rent or lease the equipment.
Really?
Yeah, by
to
like
lease it.
yeah, to lease it. All right, so that's what I'm going to do.
Wait! Don't do it yet. I want to look at something real quick.
Might maybe
Okay.
make sense to buy one.
Well, it's a minimum to get anything with any real size to it. It's a minimum $100,000.
Yeah, that I wouldn't go with that blue one at the end. I'd go with the red one to the right, or yeah, to the left of it.
The Valdestan.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like this. The Vaderstadt. Do we need a cultivator or do we need the case tractor you want? Which one do
The
we
case
need more
what?
of? Huh?
The case what?
Tractor?
Well, cultivating contracts seem to be popular. I'm
Yeah, it's
thinking that would pay itself off faster than the tractor would because we currently have equipment and don't need another tractor at the moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say anything we can use that the fence not pulling, the small tractor can pull easily. So, or the truck can too.
All right,
Oh.
go ahead and buy the cultivator that you want.
Buy the one I want.
Oh no.
The one that you
That's-
said.
I mean, the Farmette is also a good one too.
The Vaderstad. Okay, buying.
Well, Caveman specifically said he doesn't like to farm it, so
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the reason I don't like it is because it has a problem where it'll glitch up, and you've got to reset it in order to get it to work again. And I don't like having to reset it and drive halfway across the map. So,
That's fair.
yeah. Do you want me to go ahead and accept and do that contract then?
yeah, might as well. I'm going to be planting oilseed radish for a while here. Ethan, doing good, man. Very, very, very busy these days, but doing good. Yeah, you know, YouTube is a fickle mistress sometimes. Why? Like, my tractor has decided to completely ignore work speeds on everything now. It's like real speed is kicked in perpetually. Oh, now we're back. And these fields are just too small to run the seeder at warp speed on.
Zoom.
Doing good, Ethan. How you been, man? And I play. I think I said hi, but it's good to see you again too.
Mm-hmm. The field doesn't say there's weeds in it. The oil seed not. Oh, never mind. It updated.
We probably will want to run the weeder over this.
Why does it say herbicide?
It wants a spot spray.
Oh, no, the field info is just going crazy. It's saying herbicide, weeder, and then not. I don't think it knows what it needs. It might just be the oil seeds, might just be, I mean, it doesn't matter if we get weeds because we'll just plant back over them. So.
If there's any way to disable the command prompt from the tilde key. I mean, my command prompt has always been on the tilde key, so. Or if you're talking about the dev
console.
Dev console.
I don't think there is a way to disable it from the tilde key.
You can just disable it, but okay, weeds don't grow in oil seeds. So it's just the
So
field info not knowing what to say.
It's like grass. Because grass doesn't grow weeds either.
Well, grass is a weed.
Oh, Kevin, I'm so sorry, man. You have no need to apologize. That's family stuff you got to take care of first, bud.
Yeah.
But you very much have my sympathies, man. Take care, Ethan. See you around, bud.
How much does oilseed radish give worth of
I don't know.
pH? Does anyone know?
No idea.
Does the precision farming info tell you at all?
I'm trying to look. Doesn't say anything about oilseed radish. Oilseed, yeah, it doesn't say. So 25 between 25 kilograms.
I'm reasonably sure the direct drill will plant right over that.
Well, we have a cultivator now, so a cultivator will definitely do it.
Is that the same thing as direct drilling, though?
Nope.
Nope. Direct drill is different according to precision farming.
Well, there you go.
It's just not as it just does not hurt at all then compared to plowing.
I got there in the end.
I'm going curious to see what happened.
Well, what's happening is we've harvested our fields for the first time in June. Rye and barley. And thanks to a great suggestion from Midge, we are putting oilseed radish in to try to cheaply boost our fertilizer score on this field.
It only adds 25. That's not bad, but not great either.
What, it adds 25?
Kilograms, yeah. And plants seem to be around the 160 kilograms. Well, we'll figure it out. How much seed we going through?
Very little.
That's good.
I'll say if it was like 19, it's an amount that doesn't really matter.
Let's say I'm at 76% right now.
Well, eventually
Yeah.
you can always place down
I mean, have you ever seen radish seeds?
I don't think so.
Negative.
Have you ever seen canola pods?
Yes.
The little black canola
Yes.
pods?
Yes.
Oh, there's a bale over here that you missed, Sharko.
Well, I'll go grab it.
A radish seed is about 1/20th the size of a canola pod.
Ooh, tiny.
So they're like carrot seeds almost.
Is that
Yep.
what? Yeah, is
Yep.
that what the weeders can plant it? Makes a lot of
Probably.
sense.
Yeah, weeders can plant. Well, weeders can plant canola. Well, I'm talking about the pods, the canola pods, before you crack them open, by the way.
Hmm. But it's still tiny though.
Very tiny. I just thought of a brilliant idea, a good way that Sharko can pay back the 18 million.
Oh no.
You're gonna make him count every individual oilseed radish seed that goes in the seeder, right?
No, I was watching him carry that 9,000 liter bale by hand and was thinking, why did we waste money on a bale trailer? We've got a perfectly good Sharko sitting right here.
I mean, there's a lot of things.
I was gonna say
There's
you
a
want
lot
me
of things you
stack
can make
the
an
bales?
argument with.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to go that route, why did we buy a tractor? We've got a perfectly good Sharko.
No, Sharko can't pull everything. Like, he
I could
can't
probably pull
run
a
this.
lot,
He can't
though,
run the
but I can't
seeder.
I can't run this either.
We could have made him lug the trailers around, though. That's true.
I could have looked the trailers in, yeah.
A perfectly good Sharko. Use the force, Sharko.
Nah, I'm just super strong.
May the force bail with you.
Oh gosh. No.
You know you're on the right track when you get an eye roll from Sharko.
Yeah. There we go. Did not knock over the set of bales.
Good for you.
That's a good thing for me. Normally I would have knocked them over.
That's a fair point.
That
So-
is a very fair point.
With the right mod, Sharko could run the seeder. That's a fair point.
Yeah, you know what? Probably.
And you know
Actually, I
what?
can just hey, I can just pull the tractor running the planter.
You're safe on diesel, right?
Yep. Just have Sharko pull the tractor over my
How much
shoulders.
horsepower does your tractor have? Oh, it doesn't have horsepower. It's got one Sharko power.
What is one Sharko power equivalent to?
Sharko can pull
Yes.
your leg too. That's true.
Yes.
So let's see. Caveman actively found something to do. Harv actively found something to do. And what's Sharko doing? He's standing
Right.
around watching Harv and Caveman work.
Why don't you go
Nothing.
Why don't you go take a fertilizing contract?
I'll do that.
And why do we have to tell you these things? You're worse than a little kid.
Probably. At least you don't have to watch me. I'll just go off somewhere by myself. I'm sure I'll be fine.
I'm
I
sure
see
you
it
will,
now.
but we've got contracts to do and money to me. This is $12 million a year we're leading up to. This is no small feat. Patrick, how's it going, man?
Hey Patrick, how's it going?
Caveman has a project he wants to talk to you about.
Well, that depends on how well you know Lua.
Do you know Lua, and do you want to add one more amazing feature to your mod manager?
Well, Lua would be able to use it on servers and stuff as well. If he did it, he could use the programming language he knows to do it on his program. It would just only be PC side.
Oh, I see. And I didn't mean to hand away or give away your idea, Caveman. I mean, if you want to do a standalone thing with some help from somebody who knows Lua, that's your decision to make. So, anyway, Caveman has an idea, but he doesn't know all the programming he needs to know. So, if you could help him out, he would very much appreciate it.
Not just Patrick, if somebody else knows Lua pretty well, I mean, hit me up in the Discord. Maybe we can talk,
There you go.
get a mod working.
Paul Tunks says he remembers when we had to, or I had to roll a field by hand.
Yep, he sure did.
Yes, he did. It was a very
I can
tiny
actually-
field.
Yeah,
It's
that's
true.
true. It was a tiny field. On the bright side, now we don't have to worry about rolling a field after we plant it.
That's true.
That's true. So I'm saved from the rolling job.
What we need is a harness that Sharko can slip on that has enough motor that it can run these implements and will attach to a 3-point hitch.
If I knew how to make the 3-point hitch thing actually work properly, you gave me a dangerous idea.
Oh no. It says here you have a farm and you farm a lot of land, but you don't have a tractor? Yeah, we have a Sharko. He's out there right now.
We gave up on horsepower. We want Sharko power.
All right, that would be great, Patrick. If I could figure out how to make the 3-point hitch thing work, I'm gonna make this, and we're gonna have to do a playthrough. It's the only thing we use. We do not use tractors.
That would be funny.
The no tractor caveman playthrough. Okay, but we have to be allowed to use faster running speeds.
Trust me, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. You won't have to worry about that.
Or we'll call it the $12,000 a year playthrough instead of the $12 million a year playthrough.
$12,000 playthrough.
How quick can you go broke farming playthrough?
Well, that's
No
not,
tractor edition.
That's not hard to do.
No, that would be a start from scratch.
Oh, there you go, Midge. Put a 3-point hitch on a bicycle.
Ooh.
That might be easier, caveman.
Well, the whole thing is getting the 3-point hitch thing to work, and I have an idea for a vehicle.
Except you have a vehicle that you are working on right now, don't you? A Sharkomobile?
Technically, I've got 4, but that's beside the point.
4?
Oh, wait, you meant for the game specifically. Never mind.
Yes, for the game specifically.
Then 2.
I play hard, sold my scooter.
I did sell his scooter.
For For $5, you know, it cost me 18 million.
There you go, the Running Man mod. I like that.
That's awesome. The Running Man.
That is.
See, the truth
Also,
is,
too-
I told Sharko I sold his scooter, but what I really did was took it on the boat out in the middle of that big lake and just tipped it over the side.
That's
Uh-huh.
your 18 million you're wasting.
Yeah, like, you're not convincing anybody that you spent 18 million on a scooter. Anybody here right now, do a single one of you believe that Sharko managed to blow $18 million on nothing but a scooter? I mean, he's a kid and he's pretty naive, but he's not quite that naive.
I ain't a kid. I can legally drink.
Dude, compared to me, you are a kid. You're
That's
barely
fair.
out of diapers.
Yes, I did see that new 26-meter plow today.
Oh, what? There was a 26-meter plow on Mod Hub?
Yep.
How did I miss that? It was a very busy
Yeah.
day at work. You bet the 26-meter plow had Wi-Fi?
Wait, what?
I know, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Lifehawk just said after the 26-meter plow comment that he bet he had Wi-Fi.
I think he was referring to the Sharkers spending 18 million on the scooter.
No, it
The
was
scooter had
it-
Wi-Fi.
It was definitely the plow.
370 horsepower, that's not bad.
Well, it's not bad.
My truck's definitely got more than that. A lot more than that. See, even he said it was Sharko's scooter.
We might, well, not on this map, but we might have to upgrade our plows to something bigger in future playthroughs than from the 9M.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
All right, Paul, how did he spend the money?
Spent it all on batteries.
Batteries?
Batteries.
Battery.
Why would he need
Double
$18 million worth of batteries? Oh, wait a minute. Don't answer that question. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Because this is a family-friendly channel.
Well, he is obsessed with electric cars and stuff. I know those batteries are not cheap.
No, that's a fair point.
$18 million worth.
You trying to create the Sharkla?
Maybe.
Kevin, it's pick on Sharko night. Cool.
This is where you find. Is where you find out he blew the 18 million because he bought Tesla. He's just not telling anybody. He owns Tesla, but he's not telling anybody.
If you could buy Tesla for $18 million, I'd be out trying to dig up $18 million right now. Spend it all on maple syrup. Now that I believe.
That I would believe.
Yeah. Well,
Hey Mel.
Mel says gas. No, I would not spend it on gas.
Well, the way gas prices are right now, that's not a bad guess.
Yeah,
I wouldn't spend that on gas.
But when he did it, it wasn't that bad.
That's true. Gas wasn't that bad when he did it.
That is true.
It was like half the price that it is now.
Yeah.
So I was at 76% full of seed, and I'm at 65 and about to finish up this first field.
Oh, wow.
So it goes through next to nothing to plant oilseed radish.
Yes,
Just the extra time it takes. Oh well, you can say that, Paul. That's not unfamily friendly. You just can't go into details about what those clubs entail.
Yep. I think that's definitely the family-friendly way to say what you said too.
Exactly. Isn't it always pick on charcoal night? He's actually been relegated to charcoal.
Oh wow.
Probably because
I've been burnt so bad.
he gets burnt so many times. That's right.
Dang.
Charcoal.
I think that was a typo, but
There's a bale over here in the culvert too.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Charcoal, you got to get better at picking up bales, man.
Dude,
Apparently.
you had one job. It was
One job.
the easiest job there is, and somehow we've got bales all over the place.
Wait, you just said I had to collect them on the trailer. You didn't have to keep them on the trailer.
It's an auto-load trailer. You have to actually actively press buttons to make them fall off.
Actually, I'm sure that didn't happen while he was collecting them. I'm sure that's what happened while he was unloading me.
You know, probably.
He slammed into it with the truck and knocked it out into the irrigation canal.
And it washed downstream. It got lodged in the culvert.
Yeah, that's pretty much the size of it.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go. The employee's name was Tesla.
I thought it was making a good deal.
That's right.
Well, this is a really good deal. Oh, it wasn't a good deal. Oh yeah, the reason why the bale's in the water is I was just taking a nap. Need a soft place to lie.
For $18 million, we can get you a 1% stake in Tesla. And so they delivered a car to you, and you spent $18 million on a single Tesla car.
Sheesh, I got ripped off.
Or they told you it was a prototype Tesla car, and when you looked at the serial number, you noticed that it had been filed off and replaced with a rubber stamp 1.
Oh gosh.
See, I almost drug the cedar right through this triticale field, and that would have planted right over that triticale.
Oh
Yes, it
no.
would have. I'm glad we're making you laugh, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody give it up for Sharko. He is so good-natured about it. No, I'm actually being very serious right now. Give it up for Sharko. He's so good-natured about us giving him a hard time. Everybody, me, Caveman, and the whole stream, we always devolve into this by the time we get toward the end. There's always a pick on Sharko.
It's not a stream without being or me getting picked on.
We should just start doing it as a segment. And now, pick on Sharko. In this segment of the stream, we do nothing but tell Sharko jokes and give him a hard time.
For the next half an hour, anything is viable.
But and I mean this with all seriousness, guys. Give Sharko some love here, because he really, really does have a good sense of humor about it all, and we appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
So thank you, Sharko. Your
I'm
good
just glad I
nature
can,
does not go
amuse everyone.
unnoticed. There you go. He gets the messed up prototype of the Siger truck. We all like some roast Sharko.
Roast Sharko. Huh.
Go Sharko, he's our man. If he can't sink it, no one can.
That's probably true. If I can't sink something, no one can probably sink it. Especially if I'm trying to sink it.
The only thing Sharko can't sink is a submarine.
Oh,
he'd
sure
find
if
a
you gave me
way.
one, I'd find a way.
No, that's its intended use.
I'd still find a way.
He'd landlock it.
I was about to
It's gotta
say,
land.
if Sharko tried to sink a submarine, I guarantee you the bloody thing would fly.
Oh, you can't sink this. Next thing you know, they turn around, it's just a sub floating in the air.
It's the chitty chitty bang
That'd be
bang of
funny.
submarines.
There you go. Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head.
Oh, good, because I've had a stupid song stuck in my head for the last 2 days. I'd rather it be chitty chitty bang bang. I'll be honest,
Yeah.
because it's a
It's a good
sappy,
movie.
it's a sappy TV show love song too.
Oh, those always suck.
I've
When I was
been,
young, Gigi Bang Bang was one of my favorite movies.
I've been
I love that
binge
movie,
watching
too.
Outlander while I do other things around the apartment, and it's got the sappiest love song ever for the intro music, and so you hear it, 4 or 5 times a day, and now it's stuck in my stupid head, and, and I'm like, no, get it out of there. Because I even fast forward through it at this point. I'm like, no, I can't listen to that one more time. But now it's stuck, and like I'm just walking along or doing my work at work, and all of a sudden I've got this stupid song playing through my head. And yes, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was a great fun kids movie, although I was always terrified of the child catcher.
Oh yeah.
He scared the crap out of me when I was a little kid. He was the creepiest, most sinister child abuser that I've ever seen.
I mean, that was kind of the point of him.
Yes.
Well, it was.
And yes, David, it is a yellow submarine.
We just refuse to live there.
That's why I spent the 18 million on a submarine.
See, what you all don't know is Sharko has a fascination with the Beatles.
Actually, 18 million for a sub is probably cheap.
Very, very,
You can get a
very
sub.
cheap.
You can get a submarine a lot cheaper than that, though.
I guess you can get a small sub, yeah.
Yeah, a small sub, yes, you can get relatively cheap. I mean, we've got some now you can pick up for like 30 or 40,000.
That's it. Somebody told Sharko he was buying a submarine. He turned over the $18 million, and they delivered a hero sandwich to him.
Could you imagine? Oh yeah, we'll give you a
submarine
sub.
sandwich.
No,
Submarine
no, Jimmy.
sandwich.
Well, there's a tractor in the lake. Just put a tractor in the lake.
Why would you do that?
Because he's
My
Sharko,
excuses.
that's why.
GPS froze up on me and it would not turn off.
To some degree, Robert, and good to see you again, man. That's true, but at the same time, even Sharko has seen and loved Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. So
Oh yeah. I'm young.
he's barely out of diapers, so
I mean, I wore the VHS tape of it we had out like 3 or 4 times when I was a kid.
Oh yeah. Well, there's one movie that I wore out so many times to get my parents had to buy multiple discs and DVD players because it burnt through them.
I was about to
I like
say,
how
Sharko doesn't even know what a VHS tape is.
Oh, I know a VHS tape. That's how I watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I was reading an article the other day that I guess if you've kept certain copies of certain movies in VHS, they can actually be quite valuable now. They're becoming collector's items again, or finally becoming collector's items. But it's that same old story of they've got to be in the cellophane, you know, never opened, never played.
I wonder how much Annabelle's Wish would be worth, because I've got one of those in the plastic box. Still got the cellophane on it.
Oh, you might look it up. I'm sure
scooter.
Disney movies are valuable. Movies like Star Wars are going to be very valuable.
Oh, yeah.
You know, junk like that.
No Betamax.
Now, you want to know the story of Betamax? Believe it or not, VHS was the most popular, but Betamax was actually a superior technology. Oh yes, you heard me right. Betamax was actually the better video recording and playback system.
Wasn't it more expensive or something?
It was whatever the people who made VHS convinced you it was that made them lead the way and ended up killing Betamax.
That's
fair.
It
was pure advertising that killed Betamax.
You shouldn't need that on the, you shouldn't need the weeder.
Oh, that's, you're right, I wasn't thinking. You are correct, sir.
Looks like I only have to reset the tractor. Just nice.
And you should probably reset the tractor.
Oh no, I did reset the tractor. I didn't reset the tool.
Alright guys, we are rapidly approaching the 2-hour mark, which is kind of our witching hour, especially on a school night. And I gotta be honest with you, I haven't been feeling 100% and I'm tired. Very, very, very fatigued. So we're gonna cut out just a few minutes early tonight, guys. I hope you understand. But it's been a great stream. It's been fantastic talking to you all again. Great ideas you guys are having. We're going to keep plugging away. We will be back again on Sunday, for more from NF March, whatever. This map we're trying to earn $12 million a year on. Anyway, Caveman, Sharko, you guys have any parting thoughts or words?
I probably won't see you Sunday. But
I'll be here
next Wednesday.
Caveman and I will be here. Sharko maybe, depending on his work schedule. Mostly has to work Sundays these days, though. Anyway, guys, first harvest complete. 120,000 liters, well, 110,000 liters of rye, 35,000 liters of barley. And we're moving forward pretty well, I think. Thank you, Paul. I would, except that got canceled. But I'd already told everybody that the stream was tonight, so I just stuck with that schedule. So I'm actually not traveling tomorrow, but thank you for the thought. I appreciate you remembering. Anyway, guys.
2 weekday streams?
What's that?
2 weekday streams? Question mark?
We'll see, but that might be Friday. Anyway, guys. As always, we very, very much appreciate you coming along for the ride. And until next time, take care.